Hi folks, this is Jimmy up on the mountain in Vermont where the ancient serpent people built their mounds and their walls and left their monuments. This is one of them. This is the top of the mountain, and this is here, right at the top of the mountain. This collection of large white stones. Now it may look like something like a split stone cairn. It may be that some of the stones were taken, but the stones that are here are very strange indeed. And they're right at the top of the mountain. The serpent wall is right over there. And if you walk down here a little bit, you get to this collection of standing stones. This is part of the astronomical alignments with the serpent wall, which is over there. It runs along the top of the ridge, looking to the west and to the east. This thing points to it. This stone here, it's like a three-sided pyramid. It was pecked out and carved on three sides, and it has a point on the top that lines up with the horizon a certain time of the year, along with this standing stone. And it's on this giant mound. The mound it's an earthwork. There's a petroglyph on it of a rider and a horse. You can see it all picked out, shaped. The rider and the horse. Mound. If you come over here, you'll see coming out of the ground this big tree is pushing up all these artifacts. Look at them coming out of the ground. I picked a few of them up and moved a few around, but most of them are just laying where they were. And this tree's pushing them up. Every time you get a lot of water, a lot of rain, more comes up. The tree's just spread its roots out on this ledge, hanging on for dear life, and just pushed everything up with it. You can see it all in the ground. Those are some of the stones I picked up, put on the rocks. That stone is there. It's some sort of standing stone, I believe. There's a lot of them here. And not only that, if you come down here, there's a mound right here, an earthwork, with a large, I call it the breaching whale stone, coming out of the earth. It's got some strange stones. There's a lot of earth come up around it, and it is breaching out of the earth. Great place to sit. And it looks over right here, this red ochre mound, which an animal had dug a hole in. My dog dug a little more, and I found the red ochre mound. And there's artifacts in there. There's a layer of red ochre in there. And inside that layer, I found a few artifacts, and they were covered in it. This was laying here. That was just laying there like that. And you can see the layers, and then where the red ochre layer is. And beneath that, well, I don't know, this is the east side. It's an earthwork. There's another one there. Looks out on the horizon to the east, out towards the water. And if you just turn around and look at these stones, they point to the west. And the serpent wall, which is up there, delineates the east and the west. This is the cemetery. And over there is where they grew crops and lived. They didn't live back here. This is a cemetery. A giant cemetery. Giants did come through here. Their skeletons were found about 4.5 kilometers to the south, down the river, which is that way. There's two rivers, the Connecticut and the Black River meet right down there at the end of this huge long ridge that goes all the way to Mount Scottney, and it drops off right down there. And this is the top of the ridge where those white rocks are. And if all those trees were gone, you could see the horizon. I mean, you could see probably Bellows Falls that way, maybe the river. You could probably see the river. It's cool, isn't it? Well, there you go. Breaching whales in Vermont, serpent people, standing stones, watching the horizon, and sleeping giants here in Vermont. Thank you for watching, folks.